Okay, I'm not exactly known for my React segments these days. I do mostly debates, discussions, what have you. But I decided to feed the React slop people, dump some React slop on them. Some juice, if you will. Anti-ice woman short circuits after I call her out. This is James Klug. This is a recommendation from the chat. You can also make recommendations by coming to my Discord server and dumping those into the juice box channel. Dubsy likes to leave a nice little QR code on the screen, which you can find somewhere if you're watching on YouTube. Or you can just click the link in the description below. And if you're in chat right now and not on my Discord server, what the f are you doing? Get in there. I will drop a link for anybody who needs it. Just let me know. All that being said, I don't know James Klug that well. Apparently he's some kind of street interviewer, apparently. And he forced an anti-ice woman to short circuit. So let's see what's going on.
You said that ICE is doxing people. That's what you just said.
Yes.
How?
Are they? I hate.
I want you to grade this t-shirt. Scale from 1 to 10.
0.
0.
Okay.
They were giving it a 10 and 11 over there. So where's this disconnect? What's going on here?
Oh, we're not from here.
Where you guys?
I want you to rate my t-shirt. Support your local your local ice raid. Well, it's an ideological t-shirt. I think aesthetically it looks fine. It's a nice t-shirt, but the message you're putting out is clearly aimed. Look at her. Like, you're not impressing her. What are you doing, man?
We're not from here.
Where you guys?
That's why.
Where are you from? Laguna Beach is a liberal city.
No, we're from
Center
Orange
line.
County too. I'm from Orange County too. Just
Yeah.
the way they're
A
treating
0.
people, horrible.
0.
0 for both you two.
I also rated a 0 because the only reason you put that on this morning was to make people upset.
Well, we're together,
You guys are together.
0.
but
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so
0.
why is 0?
Your fit should not be designed around making people upset.
Because I don't
That's your
support
whole.
them.
You've made it your whole
I mean,
personality.
why is that? What's going on there?
Because the way they're treating people. They're just taking whoever on the street. Do you know they get paid to pick up people?
Yeah. It's like police officers get paid to enforce the law.
Well,
That's different. They get a salary.
paid to
They
arrest
get
people.
paid per person. I had a friend of mine, her cousin got taken, and he was wrong. He was wrong. In fact, he didn't renew his visa.
Yeah.
But he said, okay, deport me. They kept him there for 3-4 months. When would not deport him. For what? They're getting money. It has to be all
Good
about
point.
money.
That's a good argument.
And that's a terrible thing.
Yeah. Who's making money? Who are you talking about exactly?
No, like,
The ICE agents. The ICE agents sign. Well, they sign up often for ideological reasons as well. But like they have great benefits and great pay. That's a great reason to go be an ICE agent. If you are short for cash, you will get paid handsomely working for ICE. And you don't got to do that much either. You just got to show up and beat up some brown people and throw them in a cage. Pretty sick deal.
whoever, the ICE or the detention centers, I don't know if they're all private or what.
No. Owned by the federal government.
Yeah. Well, the federal government, they're something else.
well,
Well, this is. I mean, you seem. You're from Orange County. Do you guys have friends that are conservatives or no?
yes.
Just
Yeah.
I can tell by the way that you're talking. I mean, it's very
She's
respectful,
actually
of course.
usually pretty conservative.
Is she?
I'm the really liberal
You're
one.
the liberal one. What does your shirt say?
Radicalized by basic decency.
Okay, so you're the more liberal
love
one.
that.
She's maybe a little bit more
10 out of 10 fit, 0 out of 10 fit. You're getting mogged.
center. Maybe not center right.
Mugged.
Maybe center left or something. Maybe you're more progressive.
Well, let's
Am I
let's
am I
put
am
it
I
this way.
profiling this correctly?
I'm pretty liberal, yes.
I used to be more for the right, but now not anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so let's.
I'm on the other side.
Do you mind if I talk? If we unpack some of this, why? What's wrong with what you're seeing?
Is this the Jubilee guy? Let's take a look.
Failed at that. She's like,
Ooh, is it him? Do they have names? Okay, well, he's wearing the shirt again. So,
now is just
save
what
our
I call
children.
book smart. Like, you
This guy's like a walking fucking bumper sticker.
probably are more knowledgeable than a lot of this. A lot of us on these policies and all that.
I think that is him. Yeah, that's definitely him. Same drip, same facial hair, same build, same really stupid opinions.
ICE is doing, when it comes to enforcing immigration laws. What is wrong about that?
What is wrong with that? Just taking people, wearing masks.
Well, that's their job.
Well,
That's your job, but the way they're doing it is not.
Okay, it was also just SS officers' job to pick up Jews, right? They're just doing their job, right, man?
Right? They're really abusing people. They're roughing people up, and they should be able to show their
I would argue they're doing their job exactly as intended, actually, ma'am. That is one point of disagreement that I have with you.
faces. If they're proud of what they're doing, they should show their faces.
I think a lot of them are hiding
Fair.
them because of who they're involved when it comes to deporting, arresting. Also, people are looking to dice them and kill, dox them and kill them and their
Just
families.
like a police officer, right? They don't
like-
wanna-
Okay, why are people looking to dox them and kill their families? What's up with that? I don't think that, like, that doesn't happen with police officers. Clearly not to the same extent that it happens with ICE officers, because police officers don't typically go around with masks on. They're fine. What's the difference with ICE? Why are people that upset with them?
Mask.
Yeah. Well, they're not as
Gotta
under
be a
as much
reason.
pressure right now. Like they're
This is why I like discussions better these days, by the way, because I can ask that question and get an immediate response. I feel like this is a good segue into explaining why I don't do as much React content, because I ask these questions and it just stays hanging.
there's literally assassins trying to murder ICE agents, and there's people trying to attack ICE agents in the street. You see it every single week.
Why?
shouldn't be
Why?
doing
For
that
what
either.
purpose?
Well, that's probably why they're protecting themselves. But really quick though, and I think this is an important thing that you brought up, and I'll let you jump in. In fact, interrupt me if you just want to jump in, okay?
No, I don't want to steamroll her.
She's doing great, isn't she? When it comes down
See, he's doing a very good job of coming off as like this likable listener type, you know? And that's dangerous. That's why he gets the views that he does, okay? I can't knock his charisma, okay? We must all be this guy except for his ideology. Thank you again, Sakatunuki, for another 5 tier 1 gifted subs. I still don't know why it's not doing the sound alert thing. Despite Jubilee being a hive of scum and villainy, I'd still totally watch an AG react to 30 gynecologists versus 1 birthing Kasperian. That would be fun. I'm totally fine watching Jubilee videos now. I thought for a while, I'll stay away from it. It's out there. People are watching it. I'm not platforming them. I even signed up for a few more Jubilee panels, but they never got back to me. They're probably tired of me like reaching out and then not responding to them. Alas.
to it though, you're saying, okay, well, you don't like how they're doing it. Is there a pretty way to arrest people
Yeah.
when they're resisting arrest? Is there a pretty way to do it?
Well,
Yeah, there
You-
really is.
When they're resisting arrest, why are all these people resisting so much arrest that, okay, so you're telling me, right? Like, this is the logical structure that this guy's built up in his head. That, like, the people that ICE is going after are resisting arrest so much that, like, they look bad and need to wear masks. Like, that's not how any of this works, man.
Is an appropriate way to do it.
Please.
There's a humane way to do it.
Let's hear it.
Treat people like real people, like human beings.
He's right.
So when somebody breaks the law, and I'm not talking about just people crossing the border, I'm talking about any law here. You and I roll through a stop sign, or we rob a bank, or, you know, whatever.
You're not going to get arrested in a nice way if you rob a bank. I promise you that.
But I'm saying,
Yeah, but you're not going to hopefully get killed either.
but there are.
That's the goal.
There are
Yeah.
ways that
Or, like,
police have been
manhandle.
trained to approach people so that they're treated with dignity. So
I think, okay, but these girls have already missed the point. These people shouldn't be arrested to begin with. You're already missing the point. It's not about, like, oh, we need to arrest these people nicely. Leave them the fuck alone. Leave them alone. Why are we arresting them? We're just presuming that ICE is arresting people that deserve it. Why are we just assuming that? No. Don't arrest them to begin with. This isn't about being humane. Just leave them the fuck alone.
so the law is the law. We understand the law, but how they're executing the law is unnecessary.
Yeah. So
You
what's an
don't
example
have
of them like
Okay,
not
so-
treating them with dignity
so-
in your view?
Okay, but again, this is liberal bullshit. The law is the law. The law was the law when slavery was a thing. Like, this is a horrible line of argumentation. It's clear why he uploaded this.
So
Just like maybe we could
fir-
talk
well,
about specifics.
Okay, so
She has let him successfully dominate the narrative. He's in control of this entire situation because he framed it already in such a way that she loses. You guys cannot let conservatives dominate the framing, okay? That's how you lose.
if you're going to arrest somebody, you don't have to mask up to arrest somebody. You don't have to tackle them to the ground. You don't
That's true.
have to when they're saying, wait, I'm a citizen. I've got papers with me. I have my birth certificate with me. And they're like, no, and they just
Yeah, law.
slam them down on the ground or
Liberal.
push them down without going, oh, you have papers? Because I know that if I'm pulled over, if somebody comes to me, they're going to, and I say, hey, here.
But none of this is going to work because he's just going to say, well, they resisted. They should have just gone quietly with them and not resisted. Like, he's dominating the framing.
Here's my license. Here's my papers. Here's my birth certificate. I'm going to get treated with some dignity. I might still be arrested if I broke the law, but I'm going to get treated with some dignity. They are not just going to throw me in a van and, you know, take me away from my family or anything. They're going to do their due process. People think that due process is like, oh, well, you shouldn't have broke the law, and that was your due process when you knew you were breaking the law and you crossed the border illegally. Okay, that's breaking the law. But when you arrest somebody, you don't have to treat them like they are less than human and separate. And so let's talk about deportation.
Really
so
quick.
They deport
really
people.
quick. Do you mind if I just touch on one thing? I mean, I would. I think there's probably examples that you could provide that are. Well, hold on. I let you speak for a while there. I gotta address this one thing. I've seen people resisting arrest. I've seen people attacking federal officers. I've seen all sorts of things to where it escalates the situation, whether, it doesn't matter what side, and then there's tackling people on the ground. Yeah, you have force met with force. An arrest doesn't look very pretty. In fact, oftentimes an arrest doesn't look very pretty. So you get a lot of videos like that, but you also see a lot of videos where they are being arrested peacefully. They are being detained. They're not throwing, it's not some heated situation.
You do not see a lot.
But you also see a lot of videos.
I was DMing
There's
somebody.
federal situation, whether.
Okay, what did I say? Sorry. Anti-ICE protesters defiant day after violent clash with NYPD. We'll do it every single time. Okay, so he's framing this narrative as though these are just violent people that we need to we can't give them the benefit of the doubt because they'll just be violent. They're animals, right? They don't know what they're doing. They're just violent. So we have to tackle them.
Escalates the situation, whether, it doesn't matter what side, and then there's tackling people on the ground. Yeah, you have force met with force. An arrest doesn't look very pretty. In fact, oftentimes an arrest doesn't look very pretty. So you get a lot of videos like that, but you also see a lot of videos where they are being arrested peacefully. They are being detained. They're not throwing, it's not.
See, this is the problem. He's not wrong is the problem. There are videos of ICE peacefully arresting people who are not resisting. So yeah, he's successfully framed this such that he can win. We've gone past the point that we need to be at. We need to start at why the are these people being arrested? They're just going about their business. Leave them alone.
Heated situation.
You do not see a lot of ICE detaining.
And now she's pushing back, and she's pushing back against the wrong point, and she's going to lose.
People peacefully.
But let's get. Oh, of course you do. Of course you do. Yeah. You see what you're looking for.
And by the way, it's not her job to know any of this shit. I'm not trying to shit on her. She's doing her best here, but this is the game they play. They force people into a position that they can't really defend. And she's vulnerable to that because she's not politically inclined. She's just going about her day. And she was literally just picked out. She was profiled. He profiled her. And he's like, I'm going to go own this liberal because I have the tools at my disposal to do it. Hey, what's his name? James Klug. Come talk to me sometime, okay? See how you fare.
You know what I mean? So you might be at a protest and there's a clash between federal agents
a cowardly
and
move.
People where somebody that's getting arrested is an American citizen. Well, they're getting arrested because they're obstructing.
So here's the thing. He may win this exchange, but what people don't understand is this is an atom bomb versus a coughing baby. And he knows that he's an atom bomb, and he knows that this is a coughing baby, okay? In fact, I wouldn't even call this an atom bomb. This is like a bully versus a crying baby. He's a bully versus a crying baby. And he knows that if he were to take on somebody who has the political wherewithal well, I guess he did, right? He did against Dean Withers. This guy's name on Jubilee is Luke. Okay, so this is not the same guy. It looks very similar.
An official
the
process.
Only law where they're going masked and being kidnapped and deported to countries they didn't even come
because
from.
people are trying to murder them and dox them and their families.
Not
That's why.
all of
That's
them.
why
No.
they hide their protection, their faces.
Not all of them.
And not all of them hide their faces.
And also,
Yeah, so the guy who recommended this video, T-Doggy, apparently this guy's name is James, and the guy on Jubilee's name was Luke.
And also, not everybody crossing the border
Very
is
similar,
here to
though.
cause harm.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there is a massive national effort to dox ICE agents, their families. You've also seen multiple assassination attempts at ICE facilities. So the fact that they're wearing masks.
But people are so angry at ICE. What do you think this is for? Just for funsies? Have you talked to any of those people or tried to get their side of things? Why are they doing this? You wouldn't be complaining if they were SS Nazi facilities, right? So then let's start there. Maybe they think that these ICE facilities are similar, if not identical, to SS Nazi facilities.
Protect their identities is not that surprising, is it?
ICE is an entity that's going around doxing people. So the fact that they're being targeted back doesn't surprise me. Do I think
don't know
it's
the truth
right?
of that.
No. I don't think there should be
Doxing people?
targeting. I don't think there should be any targeting back and forth at all.
How are they doxing people? What do you mean?
When you said doxing people, you said people were trying to dox ICE. You said that.
You said that ICE is doxing people. That's what you just said.
He did say
Yes.
that.
How?
Good question. Pony up, girl. Pony up. It's over. It's over. He wins.
Do we have an answer for that or no?
I don't know what you meant by doxing. I thought you meant
Hold on.
targeting, like taking somebody out.
Okay, so we can clarify our wording then to prevent confusion.
I feel like that was a weird cop-out. I think that she thought she could just get away with saying, well, no, you actually. And then she had to back up and be like, okay, how can I rewind this and make it and fix it? I have to fix this. Like, that was way too long. This is why, but you can't fault her. You can't fault her because this is what they do. This is what these people are good at. He's right. He made her short circuit. He's right. He did exactly what he set out to do. He made a liberal short circuit.
A word I didn't know. I assumed it meant.
Okay, no problem at all. Okay, so now I'm glad we clarified this. Doxing.
See, and he's being very forgiving. Look at how forgiving and charitable he's being after she lied. Look at how forgiving and charitable and happy-go-lucky he is and still willing to have the conversation with a dishonest actor. He's framing this extraordinarily well. He's very good at this game.
Meaning releasing personal information, your cell phone number, your address, all this stuff about it.
He's giving her the benefit of the doubt. He's so good at this game.
ICE does that to people, to immigrants. They go and find them in their homes and pull them out.
Yeah, they don't release.
She's still trying to. Oh, I can't watch this anymore. I know there's a few more seconds, but she's still trying to work herself into pretzel nuts to justify the thing that she just said. That got proven that that's not actually what's happening. So. We're going to leave it there. James Klug, you did a very good job calling out a liberal, a random-ass liberal on the street. It is a coughing baby that you just demolished. Good job. If you want to talk to a real leftist, a political pundit that will rail your ass into the ground, come hit me up. Hi, thanks so much for watching and making it to the end of the video. I just wanted to let you all know that I love and appreciate everybody in my community, whether you can support me financially or just by liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. It helps way more than you know. That being said, I do want to give a very special thanks to my tier 4 subs, which would be Space Timid and Hot Take Andy. And thanks so much to my monetary subscribers from any of the tiered subs or anybody who gives me money in any form, including going to my Patreon shop, donating money to me directly. It all helps way more than you know. If you do decide to help me financially, you can get some really cool perks like early access to content, exclusive access to censored videos, also some really cool badges next to your name. Even if you can't afford a monetary subscription, just watching, sharing, and commenting on my content helps way more than you know. Thanks again, and I will see you all in the next video.